Hello guys and welcome back to the fourth update from my deck of language learning. Let's, as always, take a look at my progress and also take a look at my new draws. First, if that is your first time hearing about deck of language learning, I will link you the original video with all the rules up in the corner, so you can check out the rules before we are starting with the update. As always, I will also link the original creator, which inspired me for my version, down in the description. Now, let's get started. Last time we finished with a total of 16 tasks, I think, in the game. Now I will give you a quick summary of what got done and what is still open. The oldest draw still in the game was a 9 of diamonds from back in June, and that was published date. I did find a book that was published, I don't know anymore in which year, but it was called Complete Spanish Grammar. I'm working through it, but I'm not yet finished. Then we had a 9 of spades, and that meant I need to find a resource that didn't cost a penny. I did use our Enki deck for this one, and I did plan to finish it until the end of the year, but I'm not sure if I can still reach that goal, because I'm falling a little behind, but we will see about that. Then we had to draw for the long haul, and I think it was the 3 of spades back then, and that was watching One Piece in Japanese until the 2-year jump, and I did plan to finish that until December. We'll see how far I come. Then we had our 8 of Hearts, and that was favorite song, and I needed to choose a resource with the first letter from my favorite song, and that was Close Master as resource. And I'm working through the deck, but I think I will need another month on top because I'm kind of not keeping up with my daily Close Master sessions. Well, I'm kind of forgetting them, so I need to go back in them and keep them up and do my little Close Master every day. Then we had 3 of hearts for an email newsletter, and I choose L times, and I did finish that. I did finish that on the 31st of August, I think. Something like that. At the end of August. I did finish that. Then we had the next card was the Queen of Diamonds, and that was a mainstream resource. I did pick NHK News, and I also did finish that on September 5th. And then we did draw a Queen of Spades, and the prompts keep the same for the queens and, well, maybe for all face cards. The prompts stay the same. And we had a study candle, and I didn't touch it since last time. So we are still at like, I don't know, 4 hours. And I didn't continue reading the book for that as well. So that's that's still going strong, and it will continue to be in here a little bit longer. Then we had the next prompt that was again random, and I did pick, or my randomizer did pick Easy Spanish Reader. I did finish that one. Oh no, I didn't finish. I did start that one. I didn't finish it. No, I think I finished about a third of it. And then we had a 6 of diamonds, and that was a graded resource. And we had a Spanish graded reader. And I did finish that on September 4th. September the 4th. And So we have 3 completed. Then we had, let me think, we had 8 of diamonds, and that was a resource from Reddit. I did pick Genki for various reasons, and I not yet finished with that one. Then we had the new draws. The new draws were the first one was a 5 of clubs. That meant copycat, and I didn't find well, didn't find a specific person doing, of course, this deck of language learning. Nobody is doing it except me. Well, at least no other YouTuber. So I did copy a resource from a YouTuber, and I forgot to write down from who. That is bad. My bad. But someone mentioned that he used Coffee Break Spanish for his for his learning sessions. So I did choose to use first season of Coffee Break Spanish, and as I did start it. I did listen to 5 episodes, but there's still 35, I think 35, that I still need to listen to, so that stays in. Then we had the 5 of Hearts, and that was my handy game in Spanish with the where I need to make pizza, and I did finish that on September 14, I think 14. But I did finish that one a couple of days ago. Then next one was a 4 of diamonds, and that was for the prompt. Oh, I did forget to give you the prompt for the uh, phone game. That was newest resource. Yes, it was newest resource. So moving on. For the 4 of diamond, that was back to basic, and I did choose Esimil, so a book from Esimil in Spanish, and I'm started it, of course, but I'm going through it. It will take a little bit longer than 1 month because there are 109 chapters, I think. So we are still going through the book. Then we had an Ace of Spades, and that meant worth the hype. And that was a tough one because there are not that much resources right now that are hyped. So I did go with Minano Nihongo because it is still such a hyped resource, even though it's not newest or so on, but it's still really liked. So I choose Minano Nihongo. I did start it, I didn't finish that. And oh, I did forget. Well, you can guess how much of the next resource I did because I did forget that it was in this game. So the next words are 7 of diamonds, and the 7 of diamonds was last letter at first, and that was an O for Minano Nihongo. So an O, and I chose organic Japanese with Kurodoli. And I didn't even start there. My goal was 20 videos, but I didn't even start it. So we're at 0. Then the next one was 10 of diamonds. That meant historical. And I did choose a German book about, or a part of a German book that was about the Japanese history. And I did finish that on the 4th of September. September the 4th. I'm not always sure which way I should say the date. But I did finish that. So we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished. So basically one round I did finish. And that was also the last draw from the last time. So now moving on to the new draws. It was long enough that we are stuck with the old draws. So now let's move on to the new draws. As always, we are shuffling my cards before I'm going to pick the cards. Now, for the first draw, we have 8 of spades. Is it spades? I think so. I always need to remember what the symbols mean in English because I never play cards in English. But I think that was spades. Learning method. So I needed to choose a specific learning method with resources from YouTube, and I need to draw a card for the amount of days you're going to follow the routine. Okay, I think I will draw a card and then just multiply it by 2, so we get a good amount. I hope it's not, because if I getting a 2, then it's only 2 days. So we're going to double that, so we have at least 4 days. So let's draw the card. And it is an ace. So we have 13 times 2, 26. So we have 26 days we're going to follow a learning routine. Now I'm going to type a little bit in YouTube and search for a learning routine, and I will be back in a bit. I'm back again, and I did find a method. It's from Luca Lamparello. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name, so don't come for me. And it wasn't that easy to find a learning method that's not too old, so I just searched for in the last month. So we have our learning routine from Luca, and it's like our 30-minute step-by-step routine that he's using to learn a language. So I'm going to stick to that learning routine for 26 days, but only for Japanese. So I will only stuck it to one language, not for all of my languages. So we have 30 minutes a day for 26 days. That was way complicated than it had it to be. Now, next, we're going to draw the next card. And the second draw is a 9 of clubs. And a 9 of clubs this time that's the third time. Back to basics. We had that already twice, and we're still working on one of that. We had it last time, if I remember correctly. But anyway, back to basics means revisit a beginner resource. And I think I'm nearly out of beginner resources at that point. But I think I have a Spanish course from Langenscheidt. Yeah, I think I have a Spanish course from Langenscheidt. So I will just put that in here, and we will continue with the third card. Well, it's third draw. And that's a I don't have luck any. I don't have any luck. It's a joker. So it's a joker, and that means oh no. And that's a resource you really don't want to use. I already have a resource in mind for that. It is mean, but we'll go with Duolingo from Spanish. Spanish from German. I think I can do that. I don't like using Duolingo for learning language specifically because it's not very advanced. So it's you have like 60 units and it's only up to A1 or A2 and it's very slow going. So I don't like it really because it's sometimes just has weird stuff in there. But anyway, we're going with Duolingo and hopefully I can just jump a little bit forward and finish it real quick. And we're just going for finishing the Spanish from German course. That should work out. I hope. And I hope I'm not stuck with that for until the end of the year. Anyway, moving on to the next. What is it? One, two, three, four, fifth card? No, fourth card. The fifth card, but the fourth uh, prompt is a seven of hearts, and that means highest rated. So let's look online. What is the highest rated resource I own, and we're going for Spanish. I'm back. I did a little bit of search. It wasn't that easy to find the highest rated resource. But anyway, so the highest rated resource is, and I'm absolutely not sure if I'm going to use that, La Oruja Muy Hambrienta. I have the book because I did like the story. I had the book in German as a child, but it is a child book. So I did also decide not to use it and found another highest ranked. And that's actually quite popular. So I know that a lot of people use it. So it's Madrigal's Magic Key to Spanish. I do have that book and it has a 4.6 star rating. So we're going with that and not with the, well, in German is Die Raupe nimmer satt. La Oruga muy hambrienta. Yeah, we had enough children books or graded readers for Spanish for the moment. Now, moving on to the last draw. The final draw is four of clubs. And four of clubs this month means last letter to first. Oh, we had that one. Like, was it always also last time we had that one? I think so. But anyway, last letter to first. So we need our resource with an H. And I should probably also choose another Japanese resource because we have 3 Spanish right now and 1 Japanese. So we will choose another Japanese resource. Now I need to go look into my resource sheet in Notion and see if I have a resource starting with an H. Else I need to search a little bit longer. Let me take a look. I'm back. I did find a resource. It wasn't that easy because I only have like 4 resources starting with an H for Japanese, and one of them I don't own. It's just something someone, mm, well, recommended me, and the other would be, oh no, 3. One is a series, an anime, and the last one is a YouTube channel. And I did choose the anime, so I'm going to watch Italia Axis Powers. It's the English name. In Japanese, it's only Italia. I can't pronounce it anymore. Or I don't know the anime. Actually, I did just get also I did also get that one recommended that it should be good. I don't know anything about it. We'll see. And that is everything for today. All draws. And that means now we have again 16. And maybe we can get the number a little bit down until next time. So I need to finish more than 6 or more than 5 resources, and then we will see how it's going next time. So now, if you're also want to join, feel free to mention it down in the comments and let me know what you're working through and also what cards. And I will see you in the next update.